You guys remember when leftists were screaming and scratching up the walls that Donald Trump was nominated for one and then two Nobel Peace Prizes? Well, I didn't know he was nominated for a third, but it's not good to just retread over this very important topic based on who else has been nominated for this upcoming Nobel Peace Prize. But President Donald Trump has scored a hat trick of nominations for the 2020 Nobel Peace Prize, this time for the president's foreign policy philosophy dubbed the Trump Doctrine. Oh, we ain't be hearing about that no more, unfortunately. According to a report, what he had done with the Trump Doctrine is he has decided he would no longer have America involved in endless wars which achieved nothing but killing of thousands of young Americans and enormous debt imposed on America. Australian Oi, good day. Law professor David Flint told Sky News Australia on Sunday he's reducing America's tendency to get involved in any and every war. Well, somebody else who's been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize as well looked at that doctrine and thought, hey, I could do the flip reverse of that. I don't know why Joe Biden's been nominated, but he has been. Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden to the list of those, including his political rival Donald Trump, to be nominated for the 2020 Nobel Peace Prize. On Monday, a member of British Parliament announced that he had nominated Biden, 77, for the coveted award, and that his nomination was based on, in his words, the Democrats' strength to political debate and argument. Did he watch either of those two presidential debates, or even just that softball contest that George Stephanopoulos held for him on ABC News? Like, that was the easiest and the least watchable of the town halls and debates that happened during the election cycle. And in none of those, okay, if we're going fairly and objectively, Biden did all right in the first one. He got fundamentally smoked in the second one, but he did fine in the first one, okay? And even when it was just one-on-one with a journalist, or whenever he's just being softly questioned, there's nothing about the man at this current state that exudes strength in political debate and argument. He is many things, but not a good orator at this point. When others have resorted to violent situations, he has argued that the best force is the force of argument. No. Tacitly endorsing Antifa by saying that they are just an idea, man, is not a good argument. It's not a good argument. Because guns can stop a heart, but well-placed words can stop a heart via somebody else's actions. Oh, can change many hearts. Oh, I see what you're going. And many hearts can change the world. Ugh, Chris Bryant. I bet his boyfriend wrote that for him. The nomination comes weeks after Biden received the endorsement of 81 Nobel Peace Prize winners, who released a letter citing the former vice president's willingness to listen to experts. Oh, so is that who's in his earpiece at all times telling him to salute the Marines? President Trump's hat has also been thrown into the ring of potential Nobel laureates. The same day that Bryant announced his nomination of Biden, a group of Australian law professors explained why they had nominated Trump for the coveted award a third time, like we just covered. Well, unfortunately, both most recent presidents, aren't alone when it comes to Nobel Peace Prize nominations. No. It gets... oh my God. Like, as much fun as I've been having covering the stonks recently, and I've been saying that's the most insane thing, this right here is actually insane for opposite reasons. Because how can Black Lives Matter, the movement itself, be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize? It's literally impossible to reconcile those two ideas. The post-millennial does a great job of lampooning their nomination. Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. The nomination was put forth by Norwegian MP Peter, two T's, Eid. BLM riots in the United States led to the death of more than 25 people. We'll cover the extent of their damage here shortly. Eid's rationale for the nomination was that the Black Lives Matter movement in America. Oh, I'll also talk about all the violence and damage they caused in London and in Greater England too. You can go ahead and throw them in there. Led other nations to see their own racism. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Just pointing out fucking leftist boogeymans left, right, and center without even having to qualify what it is you're trying to do and how you're trying to effectively root it out, even if there was a problem there to begin with. I find that one of the key challenges we have in America, but also in Europe and Asia. What about Africa? There's the kind of increasing conflict based on inequality, I'd said. Black Lives Matter has become a very important worldwide movement to fight racial injustice. These have had a tremendous achievement in raising global awareness and consciousness about racial justice, and also raising the insurance costs of many, many small businesses and black-owned businesses as well. Seeing as how that's the only race you actually care about furthering, instead of, harmony amongst everyone. No, it's all about supremacy of one group, and then that group will change the next day, and it'll change again. So this is a breakdown. Black Lives Matter riots are officially the most costly man-made damage to American property in history, and this was midway through September, so it's not 100% accurate, but it already is the biggest man-made cost when it comes to just overall pricing. And this is a group that's been nominated, and you can't say that Black Lives Matter isn't inexorably linked with these riots. It's just not possible. What's all the signage that's there? What are all the t-shirts of the people wearing? Why are they throwing up their hands yelling Black Lives Matter? So I don't need to convince you guys. The domestic terrorists and Antifa and Black Lives Matter have accomplished one thing: the most costly riots in history of our country, reports the far left Axios. They're not far left. I'd say they're center left. Maybe a little bit more left than center, but to call them far left is not necessarily fair. Property Claim Services, a company that tracks insurance claims filed due to riots and the like, found that the left-wing riots that occurred between May 26th and June 8th of this year could reach $2 billion in insurance claims. Now, I wonder if they parsed out Portland separately. Obviously, because the left's domestic terrorism extends well beyond June 8th. Oh no, that's not domestic terrorism. I've learned that is exclusively people who incited the insurrection at the Capitol Hill. I am taking my my re-education very seriously, and is still ongoing. The company acknowledges this is still happening, so the losses could be significantly more, and I'm sure they are. Most importantly, these estimates are being compared based on 2020 dollars, meaning previous riots like the 92 Rodney King LA riots cost $775 million back in 92. That adds up to $1.42 billion today when accounting for inflation, which is still lower than the $2 billion Black Lives Matter riots estimate, which again only covers 8 or 9 days of rioting that has never really stopped. Actions like that are worthy of Nobel Peace Prize nominations? I fucking highly doubt it. But as we seen back in 2009, what was that? Barack Obama received the 2008 Nobel Peace Prize. So would I be shocked if Black Lives Matter wins it, even in the face of a man who has stumbled, mumbled, and bumbled his way to the White House? Yes, because it's funny that a group of riotous extremists would somehow win an award over the most popular politician of all time, or a man on the other side of the aisle who's been nominated 3 times for 3 different historic peace deals. Yeah, I bet Black Lives Matter is going to win this one. I just have a funny feeling because the carryover from 2020 has been great. And if they don't win, they'll probably just burn down the center anyways and claim the prize for themselves. And guys like Peter Eit will just go ahead and kneel and hand it over anyways. So let's spare any insurance claims we possibly can, shall we? It's just a little hunk of metal. Been devalued over the years anyways. Anyways, guys, do enjoy the rest of your evening. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back here tomorrow talking about some other crazy shit, more than likely. I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.